Okay, this regard.
Old Trafford feels alive again, and you can sense it in the air. Not because a press release has dropped, not because a shirt has been held up for the cameras, but because the noise around Manchester United has shifted. The kind of noise that makes rivals uncomfortable and gets fans checking their phones every 5 minutes. Reports, discussions, and strong whispers around a potential £156 million double move involving Cole Palmer and Carlos Baleba have ignited that familiar feeling United supporters know so well: belief. Let's be clear and grounded from the start. Nothing here is presented as official confirmation. Football moves fast, narratives evolve, and transfer stories grow in layers. But when names like Cole Palmer and Carlos Baleba are seriously being discussed in connection with Manchester United, it tells you something important. It tells you the ambition is loud again. Cole Palmer represents the modern attacking footballer United fans crave. Calm under pressure, fearless in big moments, intelligent in tight spaces, and capable of deciding games with a single action. Watching him play, you see a footballer who doesn't just participate, he imposes himself. For United, that profile matters. This is a club built on attackers who light up stadiums, not just systems. Palmer fits that tradition naturally. He's the kind of player who raises tempo, drags defenders out of shape, and gives fans something to talk about long after the final whistle. Imagine him receiving the ball between the lines at Old Trafford, the crowd rising as one, defenders backing off because they know what's coming. It's not just about goals or assists. It's about personality. Manchester United has always thrived when its attackers play with freedom and confidence, and Palmer embodies that edge. If a move like this were to happen, it wouldn't be about hype, it would be about restoring attacking authority. Then there's Carlos Baleba, a completely different energy, but just as vital. Powerful, aggressive, relentless. The kind of midfielder who makes opponents uncomfortable simply by existing in the same space. United's midfield has long needed legs, intensity, and presence. Not just someone who passes neatly, but someone who dominates duels, covers ground, and sets a physical tone. Baleba brings that raw force combined with discipline and tactical growth. Picture him breaking up play, driving forward, and allowing creative players to express themselves without fear. Every successful United side has had a midfielder like that, the engine, the enforcer, the heartbeat. Baleba has the profile to grow into that role over time, not as a short-term fix but as a long-term pillar. What excites fans isn't just the individual names. It's what they represent together. One attacking spark, one midfield powerhouse, balance, direction, planning. That's why this conversation has caught fire. A double move of this magnitude suggests something deeper than panic buying. It suggests structure. It suggests Manchester United thinking about how pieces fit together, not just how headlines are made. United supporters are smart. They've been through false dawns before. They don't want fairy tales, they want progress. That's why the reaction to these reports has been intense but measured. There's excitement, yes, but also analysis. How would Palmer be used? Where does Baleba fit? How does this shape the identity of the team? Those are the right questions, and the fact they're being asked tells you fans are engaged again. Old Trafford thrives on narratives, on moments, on comebacks, and while no single transfer guarantees success, moves like this, even at the discussion stage, remind the football world that Manchester United still move the needle. When United are linked with elite young talent, the entire league pays attention. That alone matters. The Premier League is ruthless. You don't climb back to the top with half measures. You do it by backing talent, trusting development, and building a squad that can grow together. Palmer and Baleba, at their ages and profiles, fit that vision perfectly. One brings creativity and composure. The other brings steel and intensity. Together, they symbolize a team trying to be complete again. Fans are already imagining debuts, chants, first goals, crunching tackles. That's football. That's hope. And whether these moves materialize or not, the message is clear: Manchester United are being spoken about with seriousness again. Not nostalgia, not sympathy, serious ambition. This is why the football world is watching. Because when United start making bold noises, history tells us something usually follows. The rebuild isn't about one window or one season. It's about restoring identity, confidence, and fear factor. And for the first time in a while, it feels like the conversation is moving in the right direction. United Pulse TV will continue to cut through the noise, bring clarity, context, and real fan-focused analysis. No recycled takes, no empty hype, Just honest commentary on where this club is heading and why it matters. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for breaking football transfer updates, analysis, and exclusive content on United Pulse TV.